What if you could greatly reduce the amount of time you spend preparing for your next job interview? Welcome to video 1 of our 20-part AI feedback Q&A video series. So, let's dive right in. In each of these videos, we'll be covering a question, a role based on a specific role at a specific company. I'm going to look at the overall methodology. We are going to provide a good answer, and then on the back end, run it through my AI tool to make a good answer great. Today, we're going to be covering the behavioral question. Tell me about a time when you had to learn a new skill quickly. How did you approach it, and what were the results? We're going to be looking at the role of a full stack engineer, but all these videos, the role, the company, the job description, it's important. It's an item that we want to build off of, but this feedback would be helpful for any role at any company. So, role, full stack engineer, company, Google. Job description is for a software engineer, full stack in Google's core division. And this is a bit of an entry level role. I'm just going to scroll through the job description so that anybody who would want to pause the video can see all the criteria for this role, but I'm not going to read through every single piece so we can get to the good stuff really, really quickly. So, before answering any behavioral interview question, I'm going back and I'm thinking about my method. So for any behavioral answer, you want to use the STAR method, which is situation and task, actions and results. And then this criteria on the right is what I really want to look for in my answer. And then criteria on the left is the timeline to do so. I'm not going to read through everything, but in case you want to pause the video and see the method and approach, here it is. So let's just restate the question to get into flow. Tell me about a time when you had to learn a new skill quickly. How did you approach it, and what were the results? I was part of a dynamic team focused on developing cutting-edge web applications. Our team was at a crucial juncture dealing with a mix of established and emerging technologies, including a project that required integration with our new JavaScript framework, Vue.js, which I was unfamiliar with. The challenge was not only learning a new technology, but also ensuring seamless integration with our existing stack, which included React and Node.js. My key responsibility was to integrate Vue.js into our current project, enhancing the application's interactivity and user experience. The timeline set for this task was a challenging 4 weeks, requiring swift acquisition of skills and execution. The first action I took was to initiate discussions with the team to gather insights and potential challenges. These conversations were facilitated in daily stand-up meetings, fostering a collaborative approach and ensuring everyone was aligned with the integration strategy. Then in the testing phase, it included unit and integration tests. I used Jest alongside Vue test utils to ensure each component functions as expected and integrated well with the existing system. The execution involved iterative development and constant feedback loops. I implemented Vue.js in small manageable sections. I regularly reviewed the process with the team and then adapted based on feedback and testing results. The product launch was meticulously planned. We conducted a soft launch internally, gathered feedback, and made necessary adjustments before the final deployment, ensuring a smooth transition for our users. Then I presented the final results to stakeholders, showcasing the enhanced features and improved user experience. This presentation included a demo of the application, highlighting the seamless integration of Vue.js. And the results. The integration of Vue.js not only enhanced the application's performance, but also expanded my technical repertoire. The project saw a 25% improvement in load times and a 40% increase in user engagement. This successful integration significantly boosted the team's efficiency and set a precedent for adopting new technologies. Okay, overall, that is a very good answer. So let's see a couple of areas where we might be able to improve upon this answer. And this is feedback directly from our AI practice interviews tool. So in the situation and task, it looks like we failed to state the company where we had this experience. So stating the company can build credibility, stating the position too can build credibility. Then we didn't really elaborate on the specific reason why the integration was important. So sometimes in setting the challenge, it's important to just say why it was important to the organization. Then in our actions, we didn't include those initial actions about the research and data we did, the discovery phase, and the initial approach and planning of the task before we actually met with those stakeholders. So those actions should have been brought up first as well. And then the results, we didn't talk about the sustainable impact that this behavior and experience had on the company. What does that mean? The overall repeatability. Why was it a bigger win for the organization? And then, of course, as I'm going through this feedback, I just have my trusty little table here to remind me. So we can see here, yep, I forgot to state the role and company. Yes, I missed detailing the initial research and planning. I did talk about the conversations. And then it looks like, yeah, I didn't share the repeatable people, tech, and or processes. So these would be all the opportunities for improvement. Please join our early adopter program for our practiceinterviews.com AI tool. I put that link in the YouTube description below. Our global launch is on February 26th. If you sign up as an early adopter, guarantees you'll get a discount before the paid launch on February 26th, and we're allowing some early adopters on for free to test it and ideally give us feedback. I hope this video helps. Thanks.